Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Scott to Grow podcast. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching, a series of unfortunate events. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 1, Episode 4, The Reptile Room Part 2. So I'm just going to be sharing my general thoughts. I just finished rewatching this episode where the kids find out, the Boulder orphans find out that Monty has passed away. They've lost another guardian, another family member. And it's just another one of the series of unfortunate events. Yes, I went there. I used that pun. It's the only first time I did it. Anyways, but yeah, this episode, besides that, I like this one because the kids are the only intelligent ones in the entire room. And I think that's why, as a kid, I like these books, because when you're reading it as a kid, you're reading, Fallen the Baudelaires, and they're the smartest ones in the whole book. Well, mostly. Some of the Guardians are pretty smart, but none of them ever see that it's Olaf, which I both love and hate. It's frustrating because it's like, come on, can somebody see it? Can one adult see it? Just one? But no, it's just, we lose another guardian. Mr. Poe shows up, and he's just his normal useless self. Never believes the kids. Always believes the random stranger. He's ready to send them off with some random stranger again. Like, Poe, Count Olaf's the obvious villain of this, but I think Mr. Poe is kind of like the secondary villain, just never really helping the kids. Like, yeah, he did send them to Montgomery like they were supposed to, and now they're sending them to Aunt Josephine. But still, Poe, like, come on, man, get it together. And what's with him coughing? Is that ever explained? That's one thing you guys can spoil. Is that just a character flaw for him, or just something to add to his personality? Was that ever explained in the book? Because it's funny, but it's also kind of just like, well, why did you decide to add that? But anyways, yeah, Poe's a little ridiculous. I liked his reaction to panicking to seeing Sonny with the incredibly deadly viper. Was just ridiculous and just going hysterical all around the room. I thought that was great. I thought the actor who plays him does a great job of doing it. But God, Poe, you gotta believe the kids once in a while. Just once in a while. Just one thing the kids say, without them having to show you a bunch of evidence and stuff. Just take the word of the kids. They're smart kids. They're really smart kids. But yeah, besides my frustration with Mr. Poe in this episode, some of the things I like I said, the kids are the ones who end up well, they already know who the murderer is, but they have to prove it to Mr. Poe. And so I like that aspect to this, little, at one point, I think someone refers them to as little kid detectives. I think it was probably Olaf. But yeah, so that's just an enjoyable part of this episode, that they're the ones that have to take it in their own hand, prove it, because Mr. Poe just takes it at face value that it's, was just a snake bite. And so I like that the kids had to do that, and that they each had to do their own thing. That's one great thing about these books, is they always make sure to give them each their speciality, and with Violet and her inventing, and with Klaus and his book knowledge and stuff. I like also that they met Jacqueline in this episode. That was kind of a cool little feature. I'm fairly certain that was not in the books. I'm almost 100% certain, but I also don't 100% remember either. So I don't know. But I like that little part. I also found it kind of funny that nobody ever wants to just give them the answers right away. Like, these kids' lives would be so much easier if someone just handed them over a book, or just some kind of note, as opposed to just being like, oh, you'll have all the answers once you get here. She'll give you the answers, and we all know she doesn't really give them that many answers. But I'll have to get to the next episode because I don't remember exactly what she ends up telling. I know she tells them a few things, but I can't remember exactly what. She ends up falling for Count Olaf, but we'll get to that when I get to the next episode. In the end, we get also a little Jacqueline versus Count Olaf. I like some of the fights in this show just because they're ridiculous. They're not like real fights. They're not like an action movie fights. I like that they're kind of kiddie. They're a little ridiculous. She's like, I'm not going to fall for a spider on my shoulder. And then she does. And it's just ridiculous. They kept pulling out bigger things. It's ridiculous, but it's fun at the same time. So that's why I just enjoyed that as a little cool thing. And then we see at the end, flash of the parents, which I just love that, they keep, just dropping these little things in each episode, just to kind of be like, what is going on with them? What are they spies or something? And this one, they seem to be about to have to fight some people in a bar, it seems like. So I don't know, I really just want to get to that next, I can't wait for the third season, just because I want to find out what's going on with the parents. But then again, I'm always like, something happened with him in the second season that I'm not remembering. So I got to get back to rewatching these episodes before I get to the third season. So that's all for this episode. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed or got wrong about the books. I always like getting that corrected for me. Thanks again. But yeah, thanks for joining me as well, and have a good day.